You like Trump? Good girl. You like Biden? Alright, good evening. This ain't CB related, but does it really matter? Everybody has things broke around the house that break all the time. And this little air compressor, Mr. Honda gave it to me just because he's that kind of fella. Well, he's a damn good dude. I didn't know I needed a air compressor, and he wasn't using it. I really don't have to take this off, I don't think, but I'm taking it off. That's the muffler for it, the intake if you call it, but it's actually a muffler. I just took this thing apart the other day. It started making noise. I started taking it apart to replace the burning in front of it. Well, I pick up junk that other people's throwing away because I might need it one of these days. And I picked up a rigid air compressor. And one of the parts off it, of the burn, would work on this one. So I didn't have to order a burn. I just had to disassemble the other one. Where's my nut driver? There it is. It's hiding. I picked it up, so I had a burn. This don't work so good. I got another one, but so I replaced that burn in it, thinking it was going to be alright, but when I got taken it apart, I seen that now I've had this hooked up and timed how long it took to go from 0 to 100 psi, and it was right around a little over a minute. And I didn't think it was too bad, so I hadn't messed with it until that burn started making a lot of noise. Damn, I got my head up my fucking asshole today. But as I was taking it apart, I got to noticing that the piston sleeve and ring, this is oilless, piston sleeve and ring was had a lot of play in it. So I ordered some new ones. New seal there. They come with the seals and everything. But I don't want to completely destroy them, because be my luck, it'd be the wrong ones. And I have to use the old ones. So I ain't gonna completely destroy them, getting them out of. Picked it out. How's the cylinder wall? You see it's mighty scarred up. Pretty easy to work on, other than taking that motor off. And pressing them burns off. I bought two different kits. I bought one that's just a rebuild kit, and one that's got an upgraded rod in it. So I'm going to have to get that burn off of there. So I probably end up having to go to the shop to get that off. But it come on a new sleeve and new O-rings, I think. Yeah, everything's in there. But I bought some extra sleeves and rings because I got two good rods. Bought some new sleeves and rings while you can actually still buy them. In Joe Biden's America, you can't get shit. Luckily I got this. Believe it or not, I ordered this last night off of Amazon, and it's here today. So that's good news. See if I can get to that. If I ain't mistaken, it takes this one. Yeah. Get the piston out of the way. It just clamps over the burn pretty easy. Now I gotta take this off and get that burn off. And I don't want to tear it up, even though it's I got a new one. I don't want to tear that one up because I'm gonna have to use it inside the motor. I done repacked it. If you're easy, you can pop this little seal off right there. You can pop that seal off with a good pick, and you can repack that burn. Like that. you can repack that burn, which that has been repacked with grease, and save yourself a little money. And I usually do it about every year. Let's see, I might be able to get it off right here. If I'm real easy with it. Well, it seems like it don't want to come off that way. Let's see if we can get it off another way. Nah, I don't like doing it. I was hoping it'd come off easier than that, but it's not. I'm gonna have to go out to the shop, so I have to be back. I got this thing you pulls together like this and it'll pop it off without messing it up. So, might as well get the new burn off. Press it back on. Well, so I gotta take this with me. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Got the new burn on. Saved the old one. So if it needed inside the motor, it takes the same size burn here and in the back. Takes the same size. Let's just for the shit of it, let's see if that motor's quiet still. Ain't got nothing attached to it, so you ain't gonna worry about nothing. So the motor's still very quiet. I repacked that burn in back and front. That's not loud because it was losing so much air around the piston wall. Look at that. That's like having sex with a little skinny girl. Got them big toters. good. New piston. Got to put the ring on it. Put a Loctite on that. Make sure these are tight. Put the cup side up. It's self-centered because of that little groove around it. Baffles still look pretty good. Kind of rusty, but ain't that bad. All the little reed valves look good. So the plate goes on. I'm going to lube the piston skirt. I know this is oilless, but I don't see where to hurt. Have a little thin film on that. Put the rod in it down like that. That's the skirt that come with it. You want to come off of it. Finally. That's a tight little fat girl, I know. What did I? It wasn't easy to do. Alright. See if I can find the right thing going on. Alright, let me see if I can find the right Allen wrench for that. I'll be back. Alright, we're back. Had to go out to the shop to get that. Evidently I misplaced the one that was in that pack. I misplaced a couple of them. This thing got a wrist pin on the top of it. So the piston, when it goes in, it don't actually go up and down flat. It goes in at a cocked until it gets down, it gets flat, and then when it comes back up, it cocks this way. It wobbles and out like that as it's working. Okay, that's tight. This is tight. I didn't put no Loctite on it last time because I knew I was going to end up taking it back apart. I'd rather have one that's old, but you can't fight with free. And this kit ended up costing me, but I bought, might as well say, 3 complete kits, or 1 complete kit with one complete kit with 2 sleeves and rings and seals. So this thing should pump up within 30 seconds now, so this kind of cover goes over it, and I didn't put the cover on it last time because, like I said, I knew I was going to go back in it. put them in there loosely. Try to get all of them in. Make sure you get that started straight. It didn't leak any air. I got a little gauge that I hooked to it inside here on the thing, and I've left it alone for 3 or 4 days at a time, and it didn't leak anything. So that's good. Yeah. Before it would just free spin, of course, with all that movement in it, as it had to. Put the front back on it so it don't throw no shrapnel out at me. Figure out how this gobbledygook goes back on. The really hard part about putting the damn thing together is getting the freaking plastic on it. Reminds me about working on a Ford. Pretty much all plastic. This muffler don't need no sealing on it. I'll be damned. Damn, you need 5 hands and your dick to put the covers on this son of a bitch. Well, I guess that's on there. Okay, I had a bag of screws. There they are. Air compressor. Probably ain't spelled right. Another burn to go in there. Alright, this little thing here. This one goes over here. There. And this one's got 2 little clips for some reason. Where do they go? I don't see where they hold nothing. I'm gonna put them back there anyways. I guess it holds that plastic down from rattling or something. I don't know. Come on, bitch. Alright. Well, got 2 more screws to go in. hit the holding. Alright. Alright. If anything comes flying off of it, it'll hit the plastic hopefully. Alright, here we go. Yep. Bleed it back down. That's a pop off valve. So if it gets too high of a pressure, it'll pop off. I don't know how high that is, but this tank's supposed to hold up to 125 psi. It was a little over a minute last time that it took to pump up. So clock, stopwatch. Pretty much half the time. You see that? Half the time. Yeah, that one's pretty loose, wasn't it? I've had to rebuild these on a job site. Getting that burn off was a bitch. Most time it would break the rod. And you'd have to replace it too. I call that a success. Success. I say these probably go under that. Yeah, it does. It goes under that. Now this goes here, clips in there. Yep. It's successfully back to 100%. Alright then, y'all have a good day. It's a rebuild of a AccuSpray. Never heard of this brand, but seems to be a pretty damn good one. It's 11.94, so might as well say 12 CFM. And it pumps up to 100 pound. That's what I got. I had to put a new switch on it since I kept it outside of the basement here. I got a mat that goes over top of it, and so it don't get it wet. And then I got piece of carpet that goes over top of that. I mean, it can breathe all around here. And then I got a container that goes over top of that to make it where it ain't so loud in here when I'm filming. But there you go. And I got extra parts when it should, hopefully it'll be another, I'd say this thing's probably 15 years old or so. I don't know. But I think it was about 60 bucks to rebuild this. But I bought some extra, and I think it ended up costing about 90. But I bought some more sleeves, pistons and rings, seals. So later on down the road, and I got another rod that came out of it. So if it breaks a rod, got a couple spare burns. I need to buy a couple more of them new. But the motor takes 2 and that rod takes 1. So 3 altogether. I got another one over I need an Amster for in the middle of it. It's burned up. And I doubt I'll ever find one for it, but whatever. It's the same motor. But the other one's got a better, what is that thing? Rigid. The rigid's a lot, it's got a better piston sleeve and everything on it than this one. It's oilless too. I don't really like oilless, but so I put $90 in this thing. It's cheaper than I can buy it, and I've used it for 3 years now. 3, maybe going on 4 years. Pretty much trouble free, so you can't argue with that. So y'all have a good day. Later. Yeah, it's working a lot better now. A lot quieter. That's the way I got it up underneath that thing. I'm gonna build a box later on. It plugs in the wall there. It's got a T here that goes through the wall that feeds the inside. This is a pipe that's got some extra where if I need some air to get to really quick, I can get it right here. Which when I cut the power off inside the house to all my table and stuff, it cuts it off here too, so this don't sit and run if it was a leak. But it comes down the wall. I painted over top of it. 1/2 inch PVC. It'll hold 600 psi of water, so it'll hold 100 pound of air easy. Out in the shop I actually had 200 pound of air at one time. That would make one of those 90 psi air wrenches, one of them cheap ones. That'd make them into a house, boy. But I gotta cut me in I'm gonna cut this pipe right here and put me a butterfly valve on it, and where the water drain off on it. Of course the tank's got to bleed off on it. This is just setting up here so it wouldn't blow away. I'm gonna use that piece of styrofoam. Let me set this camera down for a minute. There's a pump. That ain't nothing but a floor mat for a coil. It's got a flex hose, come from Harbor Freight. You just go out of there. You don't make it. We don't want it rigid. Believe me, it will. It'll vibrate and break the pipe. So put a rubber pipe from there to there. You better do that, because it will break it, especially when it gets cold. And I got this mat, piece of carpet I had in the shop. I throw that over it. And then I put this tote over top of it. Like one of them little well houses. And listen to it now. You didn't hear the sound of it before, but believe me, it was way louder. Let me put this on it. I don't want to lose that there. I use that to set stuff on out here so I don't mess up shit. But that's just sitting there with that little bit of gas holding it on. But unless the air out of it, and listen how much quieter. It's a lot quieter. You just have to take my word for it. But see, it didn't take nothing to pump up. Last time, before I rebuilt it, of course, for that ring, as bad as it was, when I first got it, it was pretty much like this, but I ringed out to about 3 years of time of running about every day. It took its toll on it, but every now and again I'll take the muffler off of it and shoot a little drop of oil up in there. I know maybe it shouldn't, I don't know, but I do it. Been doing it. And like I said, I've been had it for 3 years or more, but can't ask for no better than that. So now, when I'm doing videos, when my air compressor comes on, you might not hear it from the inside, and my bedroom window's up there, and Amy sleeps, so at night when I'm working, even though I had that over top of it, it was kind of loud because of the air that was escaping around the ring and the sleeve. So anyways, thank God, finally something I fixed and I done it right. I get a few things right. Mechanical parts usually a little bit better than electronical parts. Electronic parts, you can't really see what's on the internal parts of them, and this you can. So, alright then, later.